What's up, guys? It's that time again. A little short intermission there. Thanks for coming back by if you do anytime during the day here. Be sure if you're a first time watcher, be sure to subscribe. And again, thanks for coming by.
Presented by Sprite.
Let's get
The
ready to
2K
rumble.
Sports pregame show.
Hello again, everybody. This is Ernie Johnson. Welcome to 2K Sports. Glad to have you with us, and the legendary Shaquille O'Neal sitting alongside. Tonight we'll see the Miami Heat playing against the Atlanta Hawks. If you take a look at the Hawks, they're ahead of where they were last season at this time. Always nice to see that progress in a positive direction. Man, it looked for all the world like Chris Bosh was going to go to Houston when LeBron James went to Cleveland, but instead he stays with Miami.
Well, after playing the third fiddle to LeBron and Wade over the last 4 years, now he takes a larger role. Now the team belongs to Chris Bosh. We will see what they can do.
Is he capable of being the man in Miami?
He's more than capable. He's an efficient shooter. 2010, his whole career, he's a good player. You want to be the man? Now you're the man.
The game's about to tip off. We get you out to Kevin Harlan.
In case you missed it, just got done playing Boston my last game. Turned out to be a better game than I thought it was going to be. They actually put up a fight. But we ended up coming out victorious, of course, with a little bit of luck and help from Captain Clutch, Jeff Teague. I give him most of the credit. I just push the button, he makes the shot. So
everyone is in their seat and buckled in at the American Airlines Arena as the Heat look to grab a win here in Miami. For the Miami Heat, they are coming off a good outing against the Wizards in Washington.
I beat Miami
and just
once
one
already.
look at the score tells you all you need to know. They were
They could hold
dominant
up
in just
again
about
here.
every area.
And you know what was most impressive? They wasted very few possessions in that game. They ran their offense close to perfection.
That's what we call a
Chalmers
mute
must
button
be hurt
game in
'cause I
front of
don't
a
see him in
hostile
the
crowd. They never let the fans get into it. Had them on their hands the whole time.
All filled up and
don't
ready to go.
give 'em that.
Let's check out who's on the floor, courtesy of Gatorade. On the court for Atlanta, Millsap at power forward with Horford at center. Teague and Korver in the backcourt, and it's Carroll in at the small forward position.
Dwayne Wade over the last 4 years adjusted beautifully to playing off the ball alongside LeBron James, and that was not easy, folks. He actually became one of the game's best cutters during that time. Now back to his old ways, playing with the ball in his hands a lot more. Should suit him well.
Both good from the line that time. And Wade still a dynamite finisher around the rim. One of the league's preeminent slashers.
Yeah, he's extremely productive in the pick and roll, able to score and make plays for others with his outstanding vision.
Now here's Teague, coming off a stellar performance against Boston.
Culver's shot skill
Here's
is
Cole.
rusty.
Outside
understand.
Williams. To the paint. Dang can't get it to go. Now here's Teague. About 1 minute into the first quarter. Millsap sets the pick for Teague. He dishes it to Millsap. Horford trying to free himself up. It's rebounded by Bosh. Here's Cole. Teague covering. Bosh a screen on Teague. Bosh kicks to Wade. Jacks up a three. And it's Cole missing. Heat on D. Outside Teague. To the wing right side. The dish to Korver. And it's going to be out of bounds. The Hawks will retain possession. Millsap sets the pick for Teague. Just 5 on the clock. Lets it go from deep. Atlanta again missing.
And if they know what's good for him, that's the way they'll defend against him every time he takes the ball into three-point territory.
Well, you're right. Anything less than airtight defense on him will usually result in 3 points.
Here's Cole, averaging 10 points per contest. Wade outside. There's the triple. The shot is off. So the Hawks will take it the other way. Their last game, a win against Boston, looking to carry it into this one.
And you could see it in that game, despite the odds against them. Once it got to OT, they had the belief that they could get it done.
And Steve, that's what happens a lot of time when the supposed underdog gets the game into overtime. Momentum swings their way.
Stolen by Wade.
Oh my gosh.
And Bosch gets it to go on the assist from Cole.
Boy, big man with very soft hands and a nice touch around the hoop.
The Hawks trail by 4. Outside Teague. Millsap sets the pick for Teague. Pass to Millsap. Clock at 6. Trying to get back on track. And he buries that one, drilling the rim on the way down.
I'll take it, I
Now
guess.
they finally connect with their 4th shot of the game.
Miami's gone 0 of 2 from deep here. Wade passes to Bosch. Over in the corner, Cole. Good on the 13-footer.
You can't give him that shot. I mean, a few open looks are all it takes, and he can really get rolling.
The Hawks trail by 4.
You know, the Hawks haven't been an elite team, but they do have the longest active playoff streak in the East. They've been to 7 straight postseasons, and while they haven't advanced very far, I still think there's something to be said for getting to the postseason 7 years in a row.
Millsap dishes to Horford. So he gets the whistle. Contact on the way up, and 2 shots coming up. And for the Hawks, with that playoff streak, for a team, Steve, that has missed the playoffs in the 8 seasons prior, that's something to be proud of.
Yeah, I mean, Atlanta has shown consistent winning basketball now over the last, 6-7 years. They've shed some of their marquee players, suffered some big injuries, but they've still found a way to remain competitive.
Here's Cole. On the wing, Williams. Dang, a screen on Horford. Williams kicks to Cole. And it's good. Assisting on the play was Williams. Cole's got his 2nd basket of the night.
Most any NBA player can make you pay when you leave them that wide open. That's why you have to stay alert on defense.
There's the feed to Korver. Bosch with some nice D.
All the defender had to do there was just stay close to him, and he did.
And that's out of bounds. Miami will retain possession.
Good block.
Left side Bosch. Outside Dan. Wade kicks to Cole. 6 on the shot clock.
Get out of here.
Now Teague. He hasn't scored yet. That I'm sure will change. Here's Korver. Soft touch off the glass.
Good ball movement. He put that pass in the ideal spot, right where it needed to be.
The Heat leading by 3. Wade outside. Bosch sets the pick for Wade. Dang goes in, loses his man off the screen, and lays it up and in.
Right there, we saw Bosch opened up space for the shooter. Well done.
Let's go quickly over to Doris Burke for an update.
Kevin, I was able to speak with Eric Spoelstra for a moment. He talked about the impact that Al Horford can have on a game and how they'll have their work cut out for them dealing with him.
They need him
He said
hitting that, that's
Horford's
for sure.
just a complete ball player. He does all the things you want from a big man. He can shoot, handle, and pass. He's always a tough matchup, but it starts with matching his energy level. Kevin will see if they have what it takes.
And as always, Doris, thank you. Here's Cole. Following the basket by Paul Millsap. Back to Wade. And foul called as he misses. He'll go to the line and shoot two. Paul Millsap picks one up. Dwayne Wade last season drawing motivation from Kevin Durant. Durant said that his former teammate James Harden had passed Wade as one of the top 10 players in the league.
Yeah, and Wade, vowed to make Durant respect his place in history. Durant said, hey, don't tell me, show me. And some back and forth before the season even began between the two stars. Very interesting.
And he knocks down the first one.
And Wade, as with all great players, has tremendous pride, and he's dealt with knee problems. As he's dealt with his knee problems, he's listened for those doubters who say he's too old, too injured, too slow to be a factor. And I wouldn't be surprised if those words have been used as motivation by Dwayne Wade.
So he picks up just one from the line that time.
And the Heat resting Wade strategically last season. He sat out a lot of back-to-back games trying to keep him healthy. One thing's for sure, when he's on the court, he's still one of the best in the game.
Teague kicks to Horford. That's good, and so Teague with the assist.
There we go.
Teague's got his fourth assist in this one. And Miami calls their first time out of the game.
Paul Millsap, a first-time All-Star in 2014, really helped the Hawks not miss Josh Smith that much. He gave him superior production at 2/3 the price. And for value-conscious general managers, that's a big win.
The Heat with the lead. Wade kicks to Williams. Dishes to Cole. Left side Bosch. He kicks it to Cole. Just 4 to shoot. It's Williams with the drive. Comes up empty down low.
And Millsap, one of the great value signings last season. A Louisiana native staying closer to home by playing in Atlanta. He really anchored the Hawks front court as they weathered a bunch of injuries.
Here is Korver. 14 points from him the last game against Boston.
Yeah, he's surprised he didn't make that one because he had a pretty clean look at the hoop.
Bosch passes to Williams. Wade dishes to Williams. Passes it to Dad. Back to Williams. And that one is hammered home. None of the defenders wanted anything Clark to do with him on that jam.
And I do not blame him at all, partner. He was coming in with a bunch of steam and was ready to posterize whoever decided to get in his way.
All right, I understand, fellas, but come on. You got to challenge him a little bit at least.
Here's Carroll after the Heat pick up 2. Millsap with it. He had a 21-point outing in their last game against Boston.
And when you talk about his scoring, Kevin, I mean, with the defense trying to pressure him, I thought he did a really nice job of getting them to overcommit, and that's how he got himself to the free throw line.
Williams kicks to Dang. Wade left side. Atlanta with the rebound. Their last encounter was in Atlanta.
And they drew so many fouls in that game, guys. That was one area that really stood out when you watched it.
Yeah, guys, to me, that was just a...
There we go. Little guy getting up.
Beautiful. Wow. Savage. That's the way to get some momentum on your side.
Absolutely. Those dunks can really have a deflating effect on the defense.
Yeah, especially coming from a guy out of the backcourt. Jeff Teague, one of the quickest and most elusive point guards in the NBA. He's incredible in transition. Where he's really improved is in the half court. He's figured out how to carve up defenses off the dribble.
Timeout called, the Heat. And Teague, a top-tier penetrator, a nice teardrop in the lane.
And he's an improved passer, too, Kevin. I like the confidence he's starting to play with now. Getting into the lane, he's elite when it comes to the assist-turnover ratio. Point guards are measured by, and he continues to expand his offensive game as well.
And a new group getting ready for Miami. Anderson, he's checked in for Bosch. Whiteside comes in for Sean Williams. Mario Chalmers, he's checked in for Dwayne Wade. And it's Napier in for Norris Cole. And the Hawks will go for a different look here. Pero Antic, he's checked in for Horford. Mike Scott comes in for Paul Millsap. Kent Bazemore's checked in for Kyle Korver. And it's Dennis Schroeder in for Jeff
That is
Teague.
right. The last game I beat Miami at a battle with
big
it was
defender
Napier
like
and
Oh, that takes skill and creativity, Steve, particularly on the release to make sure he doesn't get a hand on it.
And a moment to look at the scoring approach in terms of where the points are coming from for the Heat.
And they're doing a fantastic job of finding the open man and getting easy looks.
They've established their presence in the paint tonight. Also, a lot of their scoring to this point coming from down low.
Here's Schroeder, right now averaging 5 points a game. Bazemore passes to Antic. Oh, and a fast break for the Heat. Here's Napier. Bazemore grabs the miss.
Good glass work there. Rebounds have been a little tough to come by for them in this quarter.
Well, it looks to me like they're still finding their way out there, but it is early.
You know, he's so confident, sometimes to a fault, and that showed right there. That's a bad shot.
Exactly. I mean, that's self-inflicted damage right there. There are a lot better options than what he took. Well, I think he had all the space he needed. He just couldn't find the bottom of the net.
Here's Schroeder. Pass to Bazemore.
oh,
So the whistle
almost.
blows on the shot and 2 free throws for the contact right there.
Kent Bazemore, undrafted back in 2012, but he caught on with the Golden State Warriors after an impressive summer league. And while he didn't play a ton of minutes, he caught national attention for his enthusiasm on the bench.
And Bazemore traded at the deadline last season from the Golden State Warriors to the Lakers in exchange for Steve Blake.
Really liked his game in college, and he played extensive minutes for the Lakers. I think it's pretty clear that he belongs in the NBA. He just has to cut down his turnovers, but he's a nice two-way player.
Good on the second free throw. The Heat leading by 3. Inside, Dang. And that one's good. Dang's got his second basket.
That's pretty much been the norm for them, getting their points off assists and great ball movement.
Nice rhythm and flow for this team. Tremendous communication and alertness.
Schroeder to Bazemore. And that one hits back iron.
Boy, that's a warm-up jumper there. I mean, when you're a pro, you can't make excuses for missing that one.
Napier passes to Dang. Here's Napier. And here's Whiteside. Still getting warmed up offensively. No buckets yet in the game for him. Dang gets a wide open look. Great look, but off the mark. The Hawks trail by 5 to the right side. Beyond the arc. And he gets it to go. Antic has got himself going with the triple, his first basket of the game.
A good open look, and he splashes home the 3.
Here's Napier, averaging 12 points a game. Anderson dishes to Dang. Good ball movement here by the Heat. 5 to shoot. Goes up the baseline. Goes back up. It's blocked. The dive for the ball. And it's out of bounds to the Heat as Miami retains possession. Back to Chalmers, and that's out of bounds. Miami will retain possession. And here is our 2K leaderboard. These teams have been on fire over the course of the past 10 games. The Heat in 5th.
Well, the thing I like is they're getting good shots every time down the floor, and it's due to their unselfishness as a team.
There's 48 seconds left in the first. Whiteside kicks to Dang. Clock at 4. Whiteside, Dang.
His touch has disappeared on him this quarter. He just hasn't been able to get it going.
Here's the screen. The pass to Ontic from deep. Another three for Atlanta.
Oh, he's a big man's hitting
on their
today.
perimeter shooters. 3 of the last 5 baskets they've allowed have been of the three-point
Any
variety.
scoring from him
unless
is
they
welcome.
make some rotations and closeouts defensively, there's more to come, Clark.
2 seconds separating the shot clock and game clock. Here's Napier. Chalmers passes to Napier. High post shot. And he gets the jumper to drop. Napier's got 5 points so far.
The entire defense was frozen-footed. Nobody picked up the shooter, Kevin.
Gets it off. No good, trying to beat the buzzer. At the end of one, a closely contested game so far. Heat lead by 1. Let's take a quick break now, and then it's on to the second quarter after this.
Tune in this Friday night, December 5th. LeBron James and the Cleveland Cavaliers take on Kyle Lowry and the Toronto Raptors. Live from Toronto. Be there.
Up to this point, a closely contested game as we start the second quarter. And when you consider how the Heat are doing, Stephen Clark, what are your thoughts?
Well, I'll tell you what, I like what I've seen from this club defensively. They're forcing a lot of turnovers with their quick hands and ability to play the passing lanes.
Well, you talk about quick hands, but I think it's the mindset of being aggressive and then obviously being active with the hands, tracing that ball so you can come up with deflections that may lead to steals.
Dang and Bosch are the 3 and 4.
Definitely a better
out there with
shooting game
Chalmers,
this game.
and it's Whiteside in at the 5
Hopefully we'll
roaming
keep
the
it up and
paint.
don't take
That's the group in the
overtime
game for the
again.
Heat.
The Heat showed no mercy against the rest of the Eastern Conference and really overwhelmed a lot of teams with their offensive punch, particularly if they were defending well, because that allowed them to get out into the open court.
And let's catch up with our sideline reporter, Doris Burke. Doris, over to you.
Well, certainly, gentlemen, the Heat are trying to rally back after a tough summer. Chris Bosh said, I see why people were saying three-peating is hard. I get it now. There's just so many other things you have to fight. We're all human, and it was a long, tough season. Guys, maybe in some way the pressure lessens a bit now.
Certainly something to reboot, Doris, but their championship aspirations remain the same. Thanks. Well, guys, the Heat with 34 wins against the Eastern Conference last year. Not the best mark, but their offense was a handful for most teams, sir.
Well, we know that they can just explode for points at any given time. And most teams in the East just can't handle that. Of course, Miami kind of cruised through a lot of the regular season, where that record would have been better. But no doubt, the cream of the crop in the conference last year.
Atlanta's gotten a success rate of just over 50% from three-point tonight. 4 of 7 shooting. Here's Schroeder. He's been patient so far. Nothing yet on the scoreboard. The drive by Scott.
Mike Scott, a second-round pickup for the Hawks. He's gotten an opportunity with their injuries. Just about doubled his minutes last season. A consistent offensive threat off the bench. And he's improved that three-point stroke as well.
The Hawks shooting their 5th and 6th free throws of the game. The first free throw is good. A different look for Miami. Sean Williams checks in for Dan. Wade comes in for Mario Chalmers. And it's Norris Cole in for Napier. And a switch here also for Atlanta. Jeff Teague, he's checked in for Schroeder. Here's Cole. And he lays it straight in. Cole's got the game tied up here for Miami. And for Scott, where he still needs to improve is on his defensive side.
Exactly, Kevin. A little more than a speed bump on the low block, and his rebounding numbers fell drastically last season. He's already 26 years of age. His upside, I still think it's there, but not as much as we thought initially.
Kyle Korver really keeps his defender busy. He's great at running off screens, and that's where he gets a lot of his shots. And even when he doesn't get the ball, he occupies the defense, which is so important for his team.
And Corver really trains so that he can sustain that energy moving off the ball.
That's one of the more impressive things about it. Not only his quick release, but the work he does prior to getting loose for those shots. It takes an awful lot of endurance, stamina, and mental toughness, Kevin.
Here's what Atlanta's going with right now. Al Horford is checked in for Brand, and Paul Millsap is subbed in for Scott. Wade can't hit.
Couldn't convert, but nice little two-man game there.
And it wouldn't surprise me to see them go back to that the next trip.
Horford sets a screen for Teague. Shoots off the screen, and there's Horford. That's good on the assist by Teague. Teague's got 5 assists tonight.
Not really the shot they were looking for, but still they got it to go.
And Cole kicks to Wade. And he was fouled in the act of shooting. Chance here now for a three-point play.
Beautiful job angling his body, shielding the big man from the ball on his way to the basket.
That's really the only way to do it if you're going to take it down there amongst the tall trees.
And a chance for just a second now to check out the scoring breakdown for the Hawks.
Boy, the three-point shot has really been dropping for him early on.
And they're sharing the ball, too, which I love. They're piling up the assist. We're seeing great offensive movement.
Well, you know, both of these teams certainly in the conversation when you talk about NBA dynasties. With some epic finals performances to show for it. Always a pleasure to watch these two teams face off.
He feeds it to Bosh. Over to the wing. 6 to shoot. Whiteside, good. And stylistically, the Spurs and the Heat at different ends of the spectrum, certainly. Steve, the Spurs averse to the glitter and the glamour.
Yeah, whereas in Miami, you got the pyrotechnics, the fog machines. It's star power all the way. And I think in a way, the NBA kind of needs both approaches. They both have their place.
Millsap sets the pick for Teague. Jumper off the screen, and that one's good. Millsap.
What's up? Welcome to the broadcast.
Got 6 guys back and forth this first half.
Well, 5 lead changes early on, guys, as we grapple back and forth.
This could be a back and forth game all the way, guys, the way it's being played. This is fun to watch.
Welcome to the broadcast.
Here is White.
Just come in.
Millsap covering. Here's Cole.
Shoot.
And he uses the glass on the layup. Cole's got 4 points now in the quarter.
They've been getting way too many high percentage looks close to the basket, and I'll tell you what, when they're getting them, they're converting.
You know, the play in the paint, an aspect of this game that has gone entirely their way.
Feeds the
No,
basement.
man.
Williams with the steal.
One button.
To the middle. Here's Wade, and it's good. Assisting on the play was Williams. Now it's a 3-point Heat lead.
You know, of the last 6 baskets, 5 have come on the interior. This is major smash mouth basketball, guys.
Love it. Old school. Just physical play in the paint. Dominate.
Here's Bazemore.
No foul.
The shot misses. Excellent D there from Williams. The Heat leading by 3. Here's Cole. 9 points in the game so far. Outside Bosh. Shot clock at 6. Miami needs to get a shot off. The offensive rebound. Second chance shot. And it's good on the way in. Bosh has got the lead up to 5 now for Miami.
Strong rebounding, and he's rewarded with the easy putback.
Outside Teague. Picked by Horford. Teague's it to Bazemore. Millsap a screen on Williams. Bazemore dishes to Millsap. And count the basket. He was fouled, and he's going to the line for one more.
Ran his man straight into that screen to open the lane up for the hoop.
Luol Deng is checked in for Chris Bosh. For Atlanta, they have been coming through at the charity stripe. They've made 7 of their 8 attempts.
And their success rate from the stripe this season about 77%.
Whiteside kicks to Deng. Good. Deng's got 8 points.
Well, they've done a great job of getting into the middle of that defense and scoring in the paint.
Well, and that's why they're on this run, guys. They're getting the ball inside and getting really high percentage looks.
Out left to the wing. Corver it to Bazemore. Fires for 3. Here's Millsap, and he
There
slams
you
it
go,
one-handed.
Paul.
Rudely thrown down after the offensive rebound. He is ramped up now.
He is, you're right, and you figure this game might come down to a few of those effort plays.
Always does, Kevin.
Yeah, I wouldn't doubt it. Seems like that kind of a contest tonight.
The runner, again the Heat, good for 2.
Their interior defense has been dismal.
Yeah, and unfortunately their offense in the paint hasn't been a whole lot better.
You can see where the Hawks rank in the league stats over the last 10 games. First in assists, first in fewest turnovers per game. And they're in the top 10 in rebound. This is a team that does a good job getting on the glass.
Yeah, and the one thing that really jumps out at me when you talk about all these stats, Clark, is the assists. I mean, this is a team that has been very unselfish. They're sharing the ball, they're moving, they're really getting a good flow to their offense. And as a result, they're finding pretty high percentage shots almost every possession.
Korver, no luck.
Well, if you remember early in Eric Spoelstra's head coaching career, when he was new and the big three were assembled, there were some people questioning Spoelstra's command, maybe even within the team. Those questions are long gone now. He has become an excellent head coach.
Kicks it to Bazemore. He dishes it to Korver. Horford goes in. Oh, look out.
Wow. You know, the dunks are few and far between for the big guy, but every once in a while we get one just like that.
It's not hard to believe that kind of size might keep you from being a high flyer.
Yeah, that's a lot of man right there to try to get up off the ground, Kevin.
Whiteside with it. And it's Horford picking him up. The kick out to Williams. Three-pointer. Atlanta with the rebound. Horford's got his 3rd rebound on the night. Here's Bazemore. Wade is covering. Williams against Millsap. Back to Teague. There's the screen. Bazemore misses. Miami's gone 0-2 from deep here in the second. Knocked away and stolen by Jeff Teague. Right side Teague. Back to Horford. The dish to Bazemore. Teague the pass to Bazemore. And there's the feed to Horford. 6 on the shot clock. For the 3. And it's Wade with the rebound. Wade's got 4 rebounds.
What's up, Thor? How you doing, bud?
Dishes it to Whiteside. And Cole kicks to Williams. Wade outside. They set the pick. Baseline jumper. Can't get it to go. And Atlanta will go the other way with it.
Well, his shot's been off today, no question. He's not the guy they're going to want to look to if they want to keep this lead where it is.
Pass to Korver. Back to Teague. Here is Korver. He's got 10. Here's Horford. And so he earns a trip to the line. Officials saw the contact.
Got bailed out there.
This is the way to stay in the game. They're doing a masterful job from the line right here.
Well, the Hawks were in a bit of transition last year in that phase of their development. But one area that they really struggled was getting wins on the road.
And that's always hard to do. They were very average away from home this season, right in the middle of the playoff pack.
Catching up on the changes with Miami. Anderson
That's
is
all right,
for
man.
Whiteside.
It happens to the
comes
best
in
of us.
for Dwayne Wade. And it's Napier in for Norris Cole. And a
Did
chance
you have
here
it
to
on,
catch up with the 4th member of
what
our
level you
crew,
play on,
Doris
man?
Burke. Hi, Doris.
Kevin, after opting out of the last 2 years and $42 million of his contract, Dwayne Wade re-signed with the Heat for 2 years at about $31 million. Kevin, if he hadn't already solidified his place as the most beloved player in Miami Heat history, giving up over $10 million to help the team compete has to seal the deal.
Incredible, Doris. He said home is where the heart is. It's great to hear. Thanks.
And with Atlanta on the road, they didn't really play too terribly, but they just didn't close out games away from home when they needed to. Almost surprised that he had that much room to work with.
Here's Schroeder. No scoring yet from him, but that's
Nice.
likely to change. Horford
I mean,
dishes to Schroeder.
that's pretty respectable. What team were you
He
playing?
kicks to Korver. Into Horford. And again, it's Atlanta.
You know, winning on the road.
I mean, because I got beat by the Pelicans
that's where Atlanta
by
came up a bit short last year. And
at least 20 a couple games back.
Wins, the lowest of any playoff team in the East.
I mean, once the computer gets rolling, it's kind of hard to judge how it's going to go.
Chalmers passes to Williams.
That's why I try to play good on-ball defense. It's tough sometimes,
Stop the run.
That's the only way to beat them.
The Hawks lead is cut down to just 2 points on the bucket from Williams.
Now they're finally starting to shoot the ball a little bit better now.
You know, I thought this was the kind of play they needed in the first quarter, but as I always like to say, it's better late than never.
Oh, the Bucks.
A lot of big things happened for Kyle Korver last year, but the one that sticks out
I haven't played them yet in this season. They got a pretty good team, though, I think, right?
Consecutive games with a made three-pointer says a lot about him as a player, his work ethic, and his consistency.
First one.
I know I do like Larry Sanders. I don't know if he's playing or not.
In 127 games with a made three.
One of my favorite.
It was his most efficient season, Clark, as far as his scoring.
Well, he was over 90% at the line, and he hit from everywhere on the floor. I mean, an absolute laser from behind that three-point line. You look at his shot chart, and it's a big field of green, which is made buckets.
Dang goes in. He used that pick to get in close. Dang's got 6 in the quarter.
That's just a case of two teammates working perfectly together, one setting the screen and the other using it to get that separation.
They set the pick.
I didn't even ask. Is that what team you're controlling in your franchise, or are you just messing around,
left now here
playing
in the
around?
The three from Horford. Miami grabs the miss. Next up for them, the Bucks in Milwaukee. Hit the road with that, the first of a 5-game run.
Yeah, there's no question for Milwaukee, and that's a game they would really
What's
like
up? Welcome to the broadcast. Just coming in.
Chalmers kicks to Nick.
Don't let him shoot that.
Anderson slams it home for the putback. Anderson's got it all tied up now for Miami.
Showing us a little force on that putback, Kev.
Well, there was no way he was going to let that chance slip away.
No, sir.
You got to love his positioning. As the shot went up, he anticipated that play.
Horford dishes to Schroeder, passes it to Carey. Here's Scott, and 2 free throws coming up as he misses that one. Drawing the whistle and a lot of contact there.
Oh, okay.
On the night, he's gone 2 for 2 at the stripe. And the first one drops. That one is no good. Here's Napier. Shot is off. And a tight game here as we end the first half. The Hawks on top, leading by a point. And a chance now to send you over to Doris Burke, standing by on the sideline.
Or how many games are you in your franchise? How many games have you played so far?
Tonight on the defensive side of the ball, how does the team's defense play into your offense?
It just energizes us. We have an ignitable group, and that's how we play. So we have to continue to stay the course and try to keep them off the 2-point line as best as we can.
Eric, thank you. Kevin, over to you.
All right, Doris, thank you. And we'll be back after halftime for the start of the third quarter.
Dang, 36. So you're pretty much at the halfway point. I really like All-Star Weekend on this version of NBA 2K. It's pretty cool.
Welcome back, everybody. The start of the second half getting underway. Both teams battling hard through the first half. The Hawks leading. And on the floor for Mike Budenholzer starting the second half. Millsap at power forward with Horford at center. On the wings, Korver and Carroll. And it's Teague in at the 1 spot. Here's Cole. And it's good. Assisting on the play was Williams. Williams has got his 3rd assist on the night. And here is Teague. Millsap sets the pick for Teague. Millsap a screen. Teague kicks to Millsap from deep. Again, Millsap missing. The Heat shooting it pretty well, close to 50%. Cole the pass to Deng.
Oh, well, that explains your score then. Okay.
Wade outside. Deng with the screen for Wade. Anderson outside. He's looking for Williams and finds him. Just 5 on the clock. Here's Deng. Cans it from downtown. Now it's a 4-point Miami lead.
Coach Mike Budenholzer got early consideration for Coach of the Year award honors in Atlanta before a rash of injuries just sidetracked their season, but a promising young head coach, really sharp.
Teague kicks to Millsap. And he jams it with authority. Stupendous rush to the rim and a mighty slam on the end of it.
But through the teeth of some pretty soft D, I can't help but say that.
Well, let's see how that impacts things here, because those kinds of plays sometimes can be game changers on both sides.
Pass to Deng. Fires the 3. It's rebounded by Paul Millsap. Millsap's got his 6th rebound on the night.
The Cavaliers are loaded.
Coach Budenholzer still in his early 40s and led the Hawks to a scrappy performance in last year's playoffs.
I was very impressed with the job he did as the head coach of the Atlanta Hawks in his first season. They were forced to go small with the injuries.
Come on, you're going to hit a shot?
With the spread out, small ball style of play, great spacing, movement offensively, and really was effective with it as they pushed the Pacers to the brink in that first-round playoff series.
Williams with the ball. He's picked up by Millsap. Wade for 3. Rebound by the Hawks. Millsap's got his.
That's what team my brother plays with on his franchise. And he blows teams away.
Outside Teague. And there's the pass to Kira. Millsap a screen on Deng. Back to Teague. Shoots the 3. Millsap dishes to Horford.
Get up,
Millsap kicks to Korver. Sinks the three-pointer.
There we go.
Korver's got 17. And not even 3/4 out of the way. So many lead changes.
One heck of a game.
Yeah.
I mean, guys, this has been
That's the one thing with the LeBron influence especially, man. He gets a lot of touch calls. Think Kevin Love.
This has been great, guys.
He plays better in the game than he has been in real life, although that's my favorite power forward,
Chris
Kevin
Bosh
Love.
is checked in for the Heat. Wade a screen on Teague. Here's Williams.
Oh, my God.
Banked in off the glass. Williams has got his 3rd basket of the night.
Miami Heat, a terrific organization from top down. And one thing you notice with these top teams, there's so much continuity. You talk about that. Consistent continuity, so important. From the coaches to the front office, they know who they are, what they're about, and how to put players in position to win the ultimate prize.
Gets the rim with a 2-handed slam. Wow.
Went for the two-hander on that slam. That's where the weight room comes into play, Kevin.
I think some urgency from him there.
Yeah, he's sensing this is a critical time in this game, guys.
You're going to get MLB The Show when it comes out.
And a foul called on the shot. Got him on the way up that time, so he'll shoot 2 right here.
Man, when you look
One
at
of my
the Heat,
favorite games.
Their development team, because of luxury taxes and the like, the Heat have to find players with upside and coach them up. We saw that last year with Greg Oden and Michael Beasley.
And even Clark, with the departure of LeBron this past offseason, you saw many free agents still look to play for the Heat. They're definitely doing something right there.
Yeah, you know, they lost LeBron, who went home, but it wasn't an easy decision for LeBron. Bosh decided to stay, and they had several other free agents go out of their way to play in Miami.
Wade outside. He feeds it to Bosh. Millsap grabs the miss. Atlanta's gone into a slump here from 3-point range, shooting just 1 of 5 here in the 3rd. Outside Teague. Millsap a screen on Wade. Korver passes to Millsap. 4 on the shot clock. Back to Teague. Pulls up on the wing. Feeds it to Korver. Nice ball movement here by Atlanta. Kicks it to Kira. Korver dishes to Millsap. And he was fouled
nice.
in the act of shooting. Chance here now for a three-point play.
No matter what they've tried,
One thing I like about having Horford and Millsap.
That's been so critical, Clark, because
They're not the biggest
whenever
guys,
they
but they're
have gotten the ball into the paint, it's resulted
great
in
down
points,
low.
it seems like.
Whiteside's checked in for Miami. And a switch here also for Atlanta. Kent Bazemore's checked in for Kyle Korver. Free throw dropped for Millsap.
Paul Millsap is one of the most versatile forwards in the game, a natural power forward, but he brings some small forward qualities as well. He's a heck of a player, and he's developed that three-point shot to round out his game.
Bosch kicks to Cole.
Oh, nice. Take
And
that.
stolen by Jeff Teague. Fast break here. Here come the Hawks.
Hold it up. Not worth turning the ball over.
Picked by Horford. Here's Bazemore. Wade is covering. Horford. And there's the whistle. Fouled hard on the shot. He'll go to the line. They get Luol Deng. And Millsap able to score facing up or with his back.
The throw alley's pretty
Inside
good.
and out. Reversible clothing is Paul Millsap, and he's a handful. Now, he's an undersized forward, but he can make the three. He's physical. He can get to the line.
Well, that's good, man. The more the better, and the better opportunity you have when you get to high school of getting a scholarship, man. I wish I would have done that when I was younger.
And good on the second, so he makes them both.
Al Horford saw last season come to an end after completely tearing his right pectoral muscle. This only 2 years after a similar injury to his left pectoral. And such a terrific player, you certainly hope he can find a way to stay healthy.
Bosch against Horford. Bosch with the bucket.
He's
That's
so
a good
reliable.
shot. Ain't nothing to do
His
about that.
offense seems to be consistently there for this team.
For Atlanta, they've gone a somewhat subpar 4 of 10 on their shots in the second half so far. And Horford, the Hawks' longest tenured player, Clark, probably their best player when you take a look at their entire roster. They're a different team with him healthy.
No denying that, Kevin. And with
been
the
a
new front
flagrant.
office revamping the roster, going for more financial flexibility, he's the talent they've chosen to build the team around.
And guys, let's get your take on the scoring breakdown for the Hawks.
Man, they keep piling up the assists, guys. Great ball movement.
They've also jumped on any opportunity they've had to attack the basket tonight. I mean, excellent penetration.
Here's Cole. Teague covering. Wade passes to Whiteside. Back to Wade. He dishes it to Cole. The feed to Wade. Clock at 6. Lets it go with a 3. Rebound Atlanta. Carroll's got his 4th rebound in this one. There's the lob to the hoop.
I'd say
There
that
we go.
shot was well within his range.
You think so? I mean, I was pretty good from 2 feet and in myself. That's a gimme there.
The Heat trail by 6. They need a good offensive possession.
Yeah, they've had a number of empty ones, a long time without a basket.
They got to find something. You're right. They get the rebound. Whiteside, good.
You know, that putback's about as easy as it's going to get. You have to put a body on someone down there.
Well, no box out. That's the result you get right there.
There's the pick. Millsap
Yeah,
sets the pick
basketball
for
was
Teague.
by far
On
my
the dish to
favorite
Bazemore.
sport.
Teague kicks to Millsap. That's good, and so Teague with the assist. Millsap's got the lead back up to 6 now for the Hawks. Heat have gone to even 5 of 10 on shot attempts in the 3rd. Wade outside. Lays it up and in on the nice reverse. Wade's got 12.
Now, there's something for the top 10
That'd be really
highlight
good,
reel
man.
right there. A layup can be just as sweet and as pretty as a dunk
You need to
sometimes.
play for the biggest college in your state.
Dishes it to Bazemore. Pulls up. High post. Back to Teague. To the wing on the left. Carroll passes to Horford. Shoots the 3. It's
Dang.
hauled in by the Heat.
He continues to struggle from the field. But luckily for him and his team, his teammates have been able to pick him up and get the job done.
Cole dishes to Deng.
No,
And he finishes nicely on the way. Now just a 2-point Hawks lead.
That is
What's up? Welcome to the
real
broadcast.
serious
Just
dime
came in.
dropping there. Exquisite assist.
Millsap sets the pick for Teague. In the corner, Bazemore with it. Back to Teague. Carroll kicks to Horford. And play stops as it looks like they call an over the back here.
Not much doubt about that over the back call.
Yeah, he was all over his back that time. Looked like he was going for a piggyback ride.
A different look for Miami. Mario Chalmers, he's checked in for Wade. And it's Napier in for Cole. Atlanta also making some changes here. Harold Antich, he's checked in for Horford. Scott comes in for Paul Millsap. And it's Dennis Schroeder in for Teague. Here's Schroeder. Quiet so far offensively, searching for his first points of the game. Here's Scott. A three-pointer, no good.
You know, even though he missed that three-point shot, I think the defense has to do a better job of challenging the shot.
Yeah, because you know if you continue to give up open looks like that, you're in big trouble.
Here's Schroeder. Pass to Bazemore. He kicks it to Carroll. Hits the three-point bomb. Carroll's got 5 points now this quarter.
And assists like that have typified their effort today. Great ball.
That's pretty daggum
Really
awesome.
an example of the difference in how these teams have operated offensively. Much
Did
more
anybody get it on
individual
camera?
play at the other end.
Napier kicks to Bosch. The kick out to Dang.
Shoot.
Back to Bosch. Outside Dang. Passes it to Bosch. Fires the three. There's the bucket.
Come on.
Bosch has got 11 points.
Bye.
And after that last game, Clark, I'm not surprised to see him so hot. He's got it rolling right now.
Schroeder passes to Antich. He feeds it to Bazemore. But they'll get another chance. Scott dishes to Schroeder. 6 to shoot. Pass to Bazemore from outside the arc.
Look at
Here's
Scott down there battling.
Persistence pays off as they finally hit a shot. He's got 5.
You got to love the big bucket in the paint in this sort of grinding.
Oh man, even the
physical
top were
game.
there to win
Yeah,
first
that was
place in the
your
tournament.
game, Clark. Pound it inside and take the
That's
ball
awesome,
right to the
too.
defense.
That's what I tried to do, man. I knew my limitations.
Here's Bosch. Bosch can't get that one to fall. The Hawks leading by 4.
Oh, cool.
It's Scott on the wing. We've got 1:23 left in the third quarter of the game. And Bazemore kicks to Antich. And he finishes it off with a one-handed jam. An indication there of why the scoreboard looks like it does. Very passive defense.
But the finish was anything but passive.
No, he hammered that down, Clark. Superb above the rim action.
Bosch, how's that for an answer? Right back with the dunk.
Well, he came down and put it right back on him. I mean, these two guys, they're going at it. It's mano-mano right now.
Yeah, you're right. They're trying to outdo each other.
Yeah, this is exciting. Back and forth action that we're seeing right now.
The pass to Bazemore. Feeds it to Carroll. Kicks to Schroeder from the arc. Chris Bosch with the rebound. Bosch has got 6 rebounds now in the game. The feed to Dang. Basket is good. The assist from Bosch. Now just a 2-point Hawks lead.
Well, he's found his game and his rhythm this quarter. He's gotten into a nice groove.
Now 8 seconds separating the 2 clocks. The dish now to Bazemore. They set the screen. Schroeder passes to Scott.
And one.
Foul call that time on the way up. That'll give them 2 chances at the free throw line here.
They got to keep fighting their way to the line, guys. This half has been nothing but success for them there.
And their confidence has to just continue to go up the longer their perfection continues.
Scott hits them both. 15 seconds left here in the third quarter. Here's Napier. He's got 5. He dishes it to Williams. And the Heat another 3. Outside Carroll. That misses. Would have counted had it gone in. 3/4 of play in a close game here. Hawks lead by 1. And coming
more of
up
a
as
defensive
soon as
struggle
we
this
return
game,
from break, the 4th quarter gets
which is
underway.
okay. I don't mind that.
This Friday, December 5th, Tim Duncan and the San Antonio Spurs take on Marc Gasol and the Memphis Grizzlies. It's a Southwest Division battle. Make sure to catch it.
Miami trailing. Chalmers is out there with Norris Cole. Then there's Dwayne Wade. And it's Williams.
That's a good question, man.
In at the center, filling out the middle.
When I first, it's supposed to be S hard. I just left out the period, so it comes out sharp.
Outside Teague dishes it to Horford.
Didn't mean it to be like that, but you know what? It is what it is.
Here by Atlanta. Here's Millsap, and fouled hard that time. He'll get to the line and shoot 2.
What a performance from Millsap here. He's got 10 rebounds, and he's made some good decisions with the basketball, too.
Well, being smart is what it's all about for him, Clark. I mean, he's a decision maker. He's a playmaker. He has to make good decisions. That's what he's doing here so far.
You know, the
Thanks,
issue really
Asthma Attack.
with Atlanta
So does your
this
name.
year and moving forward isn't that they're a bad team. They've just
Appreciate
been
it.
kind of stuck in that middle road of mediocrity. They're competitive, play hard. They're hoping to find a way to get to the next level now.
Pick by Williams. Here's Wade. And the shot counts. He's fouled, and it's a chance for a 3-point play.
Signature basket for him there. And, you know, they can turn this deficit around pretty quickly if he gets on a roll.
And it's tied up with that one.
Well, to get those big in-conference wins, you've got to be able to adjust mid-game, and the Hawks did that very well last season. A lot of runs for them in the 3rd quarter of game.
To the left wing. Carroll dishes to Korver. T kicks to Horford. Into Millsap. And the layup falls. Millsap's got 4 points this quarter.
Well, those are key baskets.
22 and 10,
we know
not
he
bad.
can deliver down the stretch.
And for the Hawks in the East, guys, finished as the 8th seed in part because of their ability to adjust after the half.
Yeah, they'd end up with 28 wins in the conference, but a lot of them came from their ability to come out strong after the break.
6 to shoot. Wade on the wing. Wade missing again.
This game has been very close in a lot of areas, but rebounding is one thing that they've been able to dominate.
Yeah, they chase down that pumpkin often.
Millsap kicks to T.
Oh, T, come on, man.
For Miami, they've gone
Let me down.
from the field to start the 4th quarter. To the left side wing. Pass to Wade. There's a screen. Down low, looking for Anderson. He gets it there.
Chris Anderson, the Birdman, has been a great fit in Miami, and I think they got a steal in this veteran big man. I mean, he's got tremendous bounce. He bangs the glass. He's a rim protector, and he finishes with force and finesse sometimes.
And Miami making a change.
No thanks, man. Why don't you just go to somebody else's stream and bomb them? I don't even know who you are.
And he sinks the second. Now here's Teague with an assist. This trip down, he'd have 10.
I see you're educated using big words,
making
Joe.
some really nice
That's
passes.
great.
Well, he's got great court vision. That's what impresses me. Just sees the floor so well.
Pass to Millsap. Shot is no good. Williams with the defensive effort.
And Chris Anderson, certainly one of the more colorful characters in the league. Always a fan favorite with the tattoos, the mohawk, the energy. He's just a great fit on this Miami defense that's built around quickness and athleticism.
Dang passes to Williams. Shot clock at 5. Offensive rebound. They now take the lead. And the Heat lead by 1. Time running low, guys, and somebody has got to win this one.
You know, quite honestly, Kevin and Steve, I mean, this game, as close as it's been, you really hate to see it come to an end.
I agree.
Well, then let's root for overtime. Why not?
Horford, good. And 2 years ago, Anderson missed the first half of the season under investigation. It turned out that he was the victim of a vicious internet hoax.
Yeah, pretty wild and crazy stuff. I mean, he was finally cleared of any wrongdoing and bounced back nicely, signing with the Heat. He's played a very important role on this championship team.
Dang kicks to Williams. Back to Dang. Tries yet again. Tough break there, shot after shot. They couldn't get anything to fall. The Hawks have gone 2 of 4 from the field since we started the final quarter of play. Out to the right wing, and here's Horford from the arc. Millsap kicks to Horford. Out to the right wing. Outside Teague. He feeds it to Korver. Here's Carroll. Teague dishes to Millsap. Pass to Carroll. A 3-ball. Chris Anderson pulls it in. Anderson's got the glass covered here tonight. 11 boards for him. Cole's shot is good. Cole's got it all tied up now for Miami.
They are not rotating nearly quickly enough on defense down low. Got to get quicker there.
And even if it costs them some foul trouble, I mean, they need to start putting some bodies on bodies. Be physical.
Teague, the pass to Horford. Back to Teague. Horford in the post. He's against Williams. And Horford, here we go. And lots of contact there. Missing the shot. He'll shoot 2.
Al Horford, 6'10", 250, really a natural power forward who's been asked to play at center for his whole career. He's shown himself willing to battle bigger players inside, but you got to think he'd welcome a chance to switch back to the 4 spot.
Whiteside's checked in for Anderson. And the Hawks making a change here as well. Bazemore's checked in.
And for Horford, you know, able to scrap inside to overcome his lack of size defensively. His quickness is his biggest advantage. I mean, he's excellent at moving in space and defending the pick and roll.
After fighting back into it, they had a chance to tie this thing up.
Steve, I love it. They are not going away. They've brought it close right now.
That's good.
It's been the story of the game for him. Fortunately, his teammates have bailed him out.
Here's Cole. Here's talking about Horford's advantages playing center. Certainly his offensive skills among those advantages.
Yeah, and an excellent mid-range jump shooter and ball handler. He can face up and draw opposing bigs further out than they'd like, but he's also strong enough and quick enough to get past them and get to the rim.
Outside Teague. Feeds it to Bazemore. Looking to get back on track here.
There we
Howard
go.
down. The jam.
Boy, oh boy, to be young again. My, oh my. Got me thinking back to my days.
Oh, yeah, right. It does make you nostalgic, doesn't it? Oh, man.
Yep, reminds me a lot of myself in my younger days too, guys. Oh, wait, maybe not.
And it's Wade penetrating. Lays it in without an inch of room around him. Wade's got 19 points. Atlanta's gotten just 1 of 4 3-pointers to go down for them here in the 4th. Millsap sets the pick for Teague. Horford with the screen on deck. And Bazemore kicks to Horford.
Oh, my God.
No good.
And they forced the miss with that good defensive rotation. They're playing well together as a unit.
Yeah, I'll
Williams a
watch.
screen on Teague. Cole. Here's Whiteside. And it's all evened up.
He's a grinder. Love what he does under the offensive boards, really bringing energy and life to his team.
Outside Teague.
Come on, Horford, front him. I'm not throwing it there.
Into Millsap. And the pass to Horford.
Oh, my gosh.
Millsap dishes to Bazemore. Clock at 6.
Don't.
And stolen by Williams. At the elbow, it's Cole to take the lead. Out of bounds, Atlanta will take possession.
I
Got
tell you
lucky
what,
there.
that's just a major unforced error right there, guys. My goodness.
The Hawks have gotten just under 45% of their attempts to drop in the 4th. 4 of 9. Millsap sets the pick for Teague. Millsap left side. Gets the front of the rim and out.
You have to get a hand into his face because that's his range right there.
And it's Dang in the corner. That falls. Nice feed that time from Dwayne Wade.
All right.
Wade's got 3 assists in the game.
Sounds good.
Outside Teague. Horford sets a screen for Teague.
Jeff Teague signed a 4-year, $32 million
Okay, cool,
deal with
man.
the Hawks going into last season. And with the departures of some of their other star players, they decided to put the ball in his hands to run their more free-flowing offense, and he delivered in a great way.
And Jeff Teague's shooting percentages, Steve, falling quite a bit last season.
Yeah, but he compensated by getting to the free throw line about twice as often. You know, and that's part of expanding your game. You're going to see some improvement in some areas, maybe regression in others, but he's got to just continue to work. He has a chance to be an excellent point guard in this league.
And I think Doris Burke has something for us right now. Doris?
Guys, over that last break, I listened to Eric Spoelstra address his team. He told them, this is it, fellas. Let's hit them right out of this timeout. Put some pressure on them. Show them how much you want it. Let's go get it. Guys, he's really exhorting them to give them a burst of energy.
Dang passes to Wade. Wade left side. Can't connect from 13 feet out.
You know, something that's kept this game close is the fact that the rebound totals are almost identical.
No separation there. Not yet, anyway.
Teague's it to Bazemore. The feed now to Korver. 6 to shoot. There's the dish to Bazemore. This one for 3. And Kyle Korver gets the 3. Korver's got 23 points.
He's showing no signs of letting up here.
Inside. Tries to save it.
Oh,
It's
that's
out of
so
bounds.
cheap.
The lead as Miami retains possession. Damari Carroll's checked in for the Hawks. Then kicks to Wade. He dishes it to Williams.
Don't. Oh my
Puts up the baby hook. And it's Cole missing.
He's far too tentative in the paint, and even more so when the defender is up tight on him like that time.
Horford sets a screen for Teague. It's deflected. Carroll dishes to
out of there.
Horford. Ice
There you
ball
go.
movement here by Atlanta. 6 on the shot clock. Teague kicks to Carroll. Pass to Millsap. Fades away. And there's the shot clock violation. Couldn't get the shot off in time.
Oh, no, you hate to see that. Those are just the kind of errors that can cost you in a game like this.
The Heat trail by 3. Clark, some tough offensive sets. They want to turn it around.
Yeah, they need a basket just to regain some momentum here, Kevin.
Here's Dang. That one a tad offline to the right, but drops in for him. Dang's got 11 in the second half. Hawks have gone 5 of 11 from the field in the fourth quarter. Outside Teague. Korver passes to Horford.
That was stupid. Shoot.
And it's Wade penetrating.
Oh my gosh.
A beautiful reverse layup. Wade's got 21 in the game. Boy,
Oh,
right
man,
down
that
to the
was
wire
terrible.
here. Clark and Steve, still anyone's ball game.
Both teams really invested now. I mean, this is the type of game you love to win, and you'd hate to lose it.
Boy, after all this
Oh,
energy
shoot that,
that
man.
both teams
It's
have
cold.
expended, you're right, Clark. This would be a tough one to lose.
And a foul on the shot. He'll
Take
go to
that.
strike for 2. And guys, what do you think about the offensive approach we've seen so far for Miami?
Boy, guys, I really like how they've driven the ball to the basket in this game. I mean, they've been very aggressive with it.
The other thing that's been huge for them is their points in the paint. They're getting the ball inside and converting on a regular basis.
Oh man, it's it's no biggie, buddy. Don't feel bad about it.
And he
Everybody
ends up
sounds weird in
making
the
a
mic.
second, and that ties the game up.
Boy, you have to
Especially
like
if you
how
don't
he's
talk
challenging
much.
the defense now in the second half. Getting to the line for a lot of free throw opportunities.
And there's a minute 45 left in the game. Williams kicks to Dang. Cole dishes to Dang. It's tipped.
Nice. Oh, go Teague.
Here's Teague. And he gets
There
it to
we
go.
go.
Teague's got 6 points in the quarter.
What a smooth finish.
Well, he's certainly the one they want on the end of those breaks. He always finishes strong.
Wade passes to Williams, and it's Wade penetrating. That's good.
Really nice work inside there. They'll always give you a battle on the interior, guys.
We've got 1:23 left to play in the final quarter. Millsap sets the pick for Teague. Into Millsap.
Oh my gosh, no foul.
Wade up top. Cole dishes to Wade.
Grab the rebound. Come on, man.
And he was fouled
Dang
on the
it.
way up. 2 free throws now for him.
Nice work to get inside and draw the foul.
Yeah, it's obvious. The defense not going to allow many easy layups. They're going to make you earn it from the line.
And that hurts as he doesn't get the first one to fall. Trying to focus now on the second.
Oh, really?
He's able to hit the second one, and that gives them the lead.
At least they have the advantage, but if they don't get a stop here, that missed free throw could prove to be a killer.
Horford sets a screen for Teague. Kicks it to Horford.
And one.
Draws the hard foul, and he'll head to the line. They get Hassan Whiteside.
Horford has it going tonight. 8 rebounds.
I'll
He
take
hasn't
your word
wasted
for
his
it, man.
chances from the charity stripe. A lot of points there.
Yeah, a lot of points, and those are freebies. Those are easy points. And the other thing that does, Clark, it allows you to get your defense set up at the other end.
He hits the first one, and that ties the game up. And a tough break as his second attempt at the line. No good.
I'm sure he feels like they should have the lead right now, but that miss will keep it all tied up.
Horford against Williams. Shot clock at 6. It's in!
Oh, that is a massive shot.
You know it is. He's stepping right into the spotlight.
Here's Teague. Guys, this possession could decide their fate.
So that means they've got to be very careful with the basketball right now.
5 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. Horford attacking. Teague kicks to kill.
Nope.
It's stolen by Dang. And they go to the intentional foul.
Smart foul there. You've got to try to extend the game.
Yeah, it's still close, but they're fighting.
All right, man. I'll check it out as soon as I get done with this one.
And he misses the
Oh
first
my
one.
God.
Boy, he wanted that one to fall. So he can't get either to fall.
Looked like he tightened up big time on his way to the line. He could have and really should have closed it out.
And they need to stop the clock, so there's a foul. He drops the first one, and that makes it a 3-point lead. Second one is good. Getting both at the line, and it's a 4-point ball game.
And that ought to do it. I think any chance for a miracle comeback just went out the window with those free throws.
Teague for 3. Money! And that shot brings them to within just 1.
Wow, this fourth quarter has just been tremendous for them from deep.
Yeah, they're locked in and putting up a ton of points from outside.
Dang.
And so the big win by Miami in a tight game.
Close.
And Clark, you know, it was quite a nail-biter.
Yeah, it was tight. Their guys were able to come up with big plays down the stretch, and that's the difference.
And so now we'll go down to Doris Burke, who's standing by live with our Jordan Player of the Game. Doris?
Dwayne, you guys had a real battle on your hands in this one. Were you expecting such a tough game?
Well, it's the NBA, man. We're not that dominant where we can just come and blow every team out. You got to respect these other teams. They're good. They come and they play very well versus us, and we got to find ways to win ball games. That's what it's all about right now.
Oh, win is a win. Thank you, Dwayne. Kevin, back to you.
Thank you, Doris. And, folks, that about concludes our broadcast tonight. For Steve Kerr, Clark Kellogg, and Doris Burke, This is Kevin Harlan saying thanks for watching as we leave you with our Jordan Player of the Game, Dwayne Wade.